All right, listen to this. A nonprofit is using horses to help families. Southern Stars provides therapeutic and recreational horseback riding for kids and adults. Now, these are people who have special needs or who have experienced traumatic experiences. Sylvia Castaneda talks to the staff about this amazing program.
Well, hey, Chloe. Hey.
Henry Roberts loves his four-legged friend. The 7-year-old has autism and works with Chloe weekly at Southern Stars. It's a nonprofit equine-assisted therapeutic and recreational riding program in Lebanon, founded by Sarah Ann and Terry Winfield 24 years ago.
Southern Stars is a nonprofit organization that focuses on helping special needs students. We take both children and adults that either have some sort of a disability or that have had some sort of a traumatic illness or life experience.
Henry not only loves his horse, but has another favorite at Southern Stars.
I like Miss Regina because she's the nicest. She is the nicest horse teacher in my whole life.
Henry's been working with Miss Rodina and other staff plus Chloe for 3 years, since he started riding.
His confidence skyrocketed. His ability to wait his turn, his ability to follow directions, that's all really blossomed here.
Not only is Henry getting social and emotional benefits from the equine-assisted program, but he and others are also experiencing physical benefits as riding builds muscle and core strength, things occupational therapy do.
He's always had an issue when he was a little bit younger with like spatial awareness, feeling comfortable where he is in space, not wanting to like tip his head back, even to drink out of an open cup, so we've had issues with that.
Henry, amazing!
But being on the horse and doing these exercises, he's leaning forward, leaning back, doing the whole process with Miss Verdina. He can do all the things now. He's drinking out of a cup. He's not scared to lean back. He can lay back in a dentist chair.
With equine therapy, it provides these children with an opportunity to engage in some sort of an activity where they can be successful, because some of these children do not have the core strength to even ride a bike or participate in a different extracurricular sport, or they may not have the social skills that would just automatically help them fit into a ball team or anything like that. The horse is pretty much kind of the therapist. We are the facilitators.
The nonprofit follows PATH International standards for equine-assisted services like therapeutic riding. The cost of this can be expensive, running as much as $120 per hour. Southern Stars charges just $20 an hour to make it affordable for families, especially those in rural counties. A year ago, 7-year-old Madeline Chambers was in a special body cast after surgery to correct her hip dysplasia, as her femur bones were not in her hip sockets when she was born.
She couldn't walk without pain. She could not run at all without falling.
Madeline remembers her first visit to Southern Stars after getting out of her cast.
When I first tried to get on the saddle, my legs were I couldn't spread them as wide as the saddle. It hurt when I tried to get on. And throughout the year, it stretched it, and now I can put on the saddle without my legs hurting.
She is walking and she is running, and we're only a year out, and it is phenomenal.
In fact, Madeline's siblings have been participating too.
The confidence they gain from riding on the horses and the anxiety level that goes down makes a huge, huge difference. Just being here, they are always so much better after.
Volunteers are a main reason why Southern Stars can keep equine-assisted therapeutic riding at just $20 a class.
I know that it costs her way more than that to have the horses, but that's all she asks of the parents, and we're so thankful.
And the wait list for classes keeps growing.
The most important need that we have at this time is we're wanting to open up a Thursday night class, and that's where we would really need some volunteers to help us make this happen.
Volunteers walk next to the children on horseback for safety while riding. Volunteers can even help with things like maintenance projects at Southern Stars. News 2 staff did just that recently as part of our parent company Nexstar Media Group's Founders Day of Caring, a way to give back to the community. Donations are also vital to underwrite costs for the program and families who need financial help. And while the horses can graze, they also need feed, and that cost has more than doubled recently.
For about $500 a month, we could provide feed for our horses. We've got 10 horses in the program.
Southern Stars is a hero because they make what is unaffordable affordable.
Southern Stars is a hero because they offer a very welcoming, wonderful environment that's accessible to every kid with any difference, with open arms, where any child would feel comfortable coming.
So we honor Southern Stars as our News 2 Gives Back Hometown Hero for June, presented by Nashville Subaru, for providing therapeutic and recreational horseback riding and animal-assisted activities to special needs children and adults, changing lives. If you would like to volunteer or donate to Southern Stars, please visit southernstars.org.
Now that is what a hero really looks like. Southern Stars, they really need volunteers, and you don't even have to have experience. They're also looking for donations to fund classes for those who can't afford them. I know our team loved it there. You will too. Local on 2 will be right back.